Yeah, all good, you?
Thank you.
Good morning. There's a big flow here.
If you walk towards your unit...
Oh, you have that minute? Oh, okay.
It's meter reads, so transferring to the meter.
So is Baylor and Glenn over there as well? Oh, okay. Is Baylor upstairs? If you can, yeah, just he had a meeting at 9:30. Baylor and Glenn.
Alright, no worries. I'll phone him, he's just over at Sloan. Alright. Yeah, alright, no worries. Bye. Tell me 5 minutes.
Ah, that's right. Morning.
Morning.
Thought you weren't coming.
I'm here now. How are we doing?
Not bad, not bad.
Right, let's go have a chat. Anything else? Can you just have a quick look? Can I get you a tea or coffee with some anything?
We will want to record the sound of the meeting. He has got a camera, we're happy to point it the light face down so you lot can see it's not filmed. If you'd rather not be on camera, but it'll just record sound. And whatever you prefer,
It'll
wouldn't
boil
it?
down to what Baylor wants to do with it. So it's up to Baylor.
Morning.
Morning.
You alright, mate?
Yeah.
Back happy?
Always happy.
You didn't prefer?
No.
Yeah.
Bloody freezing.
Fortunately not. Just saying that the boardroom is free.
Alright.
Sorry, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock? Yeah. Alright. Thank you now. Thank you now. Alright, cool.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness, I'm out of breath at the moment.
Just take a seat. We'll find Baylor.
Put it down like that.
It's gone out about with this.
No cameras there.
You all right?
There's no cameras there. What? Probably in their benefit not to. So they've called this meeting today.
Yeah.
So really you need them to tell you what's about.
I'm going to...
For the eviction.
No, this is to ask all the issues we've been asking. You know,
Oh, this is a deadline, yeah.
And then he followed up in an email, went to all tenants, obviously.
So this ain't nothing to do with the eviction, or is that's not part of it?
Technically,
part
no,
of
that wasn't part of the original things when the meeting was called. This, I think, when we had presented the insurance documents and services and stuff.
Yeah, and he just put it off to me. It's not really up to Baylor whether we can film or not, it's there.
We can't go. I mean, we're getting on 15 minutes late now, it's ridiculous. Punctuality is good for a trader.
Well, what's the time now?
It's 44 minutes past, we're 14 minutes late and we're still on our own.
Well, Gemma just said this boardroom's being used at 10.
It won't be.
So I presume it's going to be quite a short meeting.
But it can't be, we've got a lot of stuff to cover, we've been waiting a month for it. Yeah, so just wants the bank details and some deposit money then.
When you start talking bank details, we'll turn it off. The numbers and stuff like that.
I can write down. Morning. How are you?
Morning.
Good. So, where are we at?
I don't know, where are we at? I would have a transfer of deposit or any documents still.
Say that again. Sorry.
I haven't had a transfer of the deposit or any documents or anything.
No, not yet, no. So we want to try and get TR7 back as well, that unit.
Yeah.
We just want to take one back, because you obviously don't want to be here, that's fine, which we've accepted that.
Yeah, we'll need time to clear it, it's full. We need time to clear it, but I'm happy if we all arrange time for that to come back.
Okay, when can you do that?
I mean, let's get that one there. If we don't get the skips, probably going to need 2 months, I imagine.
When is Unit 4 coming back? 13th, is it?
13th of December.
Well, as far as we're concerned, it was handed back on the 22nd. That was a letter, obviously, that you guys sent to me for Swan Pool Workshop. Dated the 12th, giving us 10 days.
Yeah, to pay your top-up deposit.
Yeah, otherwise we'll be breaching the lease.
Where does it say that we're accepting surrender?
Well, in the rent deposit deed, it explains that if we haven't topped it up, you'll be taking possession of the unit.
Where?
It's in there.
Where?
I don't know the exact clause, but it's in there. You writ it.
Well, it says here we will keep a deposit.
No, it says that
we
if
won't take it out.
it says it has to be to a minimum amount, and if you have to give us 10 working days, if it falls below the minimum requirement,
Yeah.
10 working days to top it up,
Yeah.
or if it breaches the lease.
It breaches the lease, yes. Doesn't end the lease.
I think that when we have a look at the wording in it, I'm happy for us to look at it.
Well, show me there where it says it terminates the lease.
It's there, Glenn, you wrote it. I'm happy for you to have a look through.
No, show me there, you wrote
It might take me 10 minutes to read through it.
Well, surely you'd have highlighted it.
Sorry, what?
You should have highlighted it.
Say it again, sorry, Glenn.
You should have highlighted the clause where it says the lease terminates with immediate effect.
Well, I wouldn't graffiti over my lease.
Huh?
I wouldn't graffiti over the one copy of the lease that I've got.
Show me where it says the lease terminates.
I'm not sure, Glenn, it's in there. I've said that about 5 times. I don't know the exact clause in it at this moment we're sitting here.
It's not there.
Yeah, what was the point of sending these letters out to all of our addresses if you had no intention of acting upon it?
Acting upon what? I've taken money out of the deposit. You've 10 days to top it up.
Yeah, and we didn't.
Yeah.
So why would you go to all the effort of sending those letters and stuff about it to not act
you did
on
pay
it?
the rent though.
Yeah, the rent was never an issue.
Yeah, you did pay the rent.
Yeah, I know I paid the rent, and that's what I mean. The rent was never an issue regarding payment, but in here it's got the other invoices, which we haven't paid, and I've made clear I won't be paying because they've been in dispute since March.
Yeah. So this is a letter saying that we've taken money out.
And that we've got 10 days to top it up.
Top it up, which I haven't done.
Yeah.
Doesn't say the lease terminates.
I think when you match it up to the rent deposit deed,
No, it doesn't.
what does it say about it?
It says we're entitled to take money out of the deposit when you're in breach of lease.
Yeah, no, so there's
It doesn't say
so
the
the
lease-
step after
it doesn't
that is
say
what
the
we're
lease
talking
term
about.
out.
It doesn't say that.
Doesn't say that.
What does it say then if we don't top it up?
But you've paid the rent, you've paid,
No, so I haven't touched our deposit account
No.
since the 12th has been below the minimum required and no rent deposited.
no, I mean, you're still due to pay that until the 13th of December.
I mean, I won't be paying any more. I believe them letters and the rent deposit deed makes it clear that you've took possession. It's a breach of the lease.
But we haven't taken.
We haven't taken possession.
No. We haven't met the requirements of the lease and neither of you. So, you know, we're both you know, we've reached it our side, you could say, which is fine. We haven't reached a minimum requirement, you haven't met your requirements of it either. So we're both in breach of the lease.
Well, at the end of the day, you want to get this sorted, yeah?
I think from our side, the sort of negotiating and talking is kind of over because we've given you guys months to sort out.
Okay, fine. So,
But this meeting, obviously, so when we had originally first spoke to you, obviously on camera as a request, and you refused to talk to us all those times, you started shouting out this date is when we would get the service fees, the insurance, and that was all on that video. So we were attending this meeting today, and obviously when we spoke to you about an email and asked for documents, you said that we'll get them in this meeting on the 31st at 9:30, which is why we was here at 9:30 and you guys wasn't.
Yeah.
So I was here to receive the documents and we've been asking for
I
them.
sent you an email saying we will inspect the property down below, because obviously we have meter readings to take at 9:30 and we'll not meet at 10:30.
No, the email doesn't say that. The email says
I know
9:30.
exactly what the email said because I wrote it. And are you recording this conversation now? No.
We told you that when it was
It
downstairs.
says I didn't give you consent unless Baylor okayed it.
And Baylor didn't say anything otherwise and you went
I
and spoke
didn't
to
know
us.
about it until we walked in and just heard it now.
Okay, well Glenn didn't tell you.
We
Obviously,
did
we
inform Glenn as
told
soon as we
Glenn
walked in.
downstairs. That's on the recorded
Well,
thing.
surely you should be telling me.
Yeah.
We told Glenn.
Yeah.
You should be telling me that you're recording me here.
Okay, so I'm sorry if
I can see
Glenn
the light
didn't
flashing
let
on
you
your
know.
device there.
That's
So
right.
you
We even said to you we're happy to not film and we can have it
It's been
face
pointed
down.
out the whole time. Since we've been in here, it's been face down on. Press the screen. It's been face down
Yeah,
onto
so
here.
when it's face down, you can look over if it's there. You can't see anything. It's black. It's just sound. You can see it's been recording 10 minutes 50 seconds on it. It shows it on the
I
screen.
give you permission to do that.
Okay. Well, we did notify Glenn and nobody else. was
Yeah,
notified.
you haven't asked Baylor, have you?
You was late to the meeting with the greatest respect.
So, still
You should still tell me.
Oh, we did. Sorry, I presumed that Glenn had told you when you turned up late for me and when he went and spoke to you in the office. But yeah, we're recording the sound.
No. But you should tell me.
Okay, I don't think that's true. I apologise if Glenn didn't make you informed and you wasn't informed in that way. I'm very sorry
But
for that.
you should tell me.
You was late for the meeting. Had you been on time for the meeting, you would
The
be
last
late.
we did hear, Glenn has said, "Will that be down to Baylor?" Went into your office and came out and has never said a single thing since. So as far as I was aware, I mean, there's quite a big camera. It's not been pointing in your faces as we did say. It wasn't going to be pointing in anyone's face, and it's been here on the empty desk the whole time.
So obviously we was told when we was in your office before, obviously you had said that when we was asking for copies of the insurance service fee, we would get them at this meeting. And obviously in the email last week, which you invited us to the meeting, you guys did say in the email we'd get copies of the documents.
I didn't say that.
Well, you did.
I said it'll be dealt with in due course.
No, and then when we kept saying, what does due course mean, you said the 31st of October, and you
Probably
backed
we'll
out
have a
of that.
sit-down meeting.
And unfortunately, we are at the 31st of October, so
Yeah.
it's time for you to reveal those elusive documents, because you did tell us on that recorded film to all tenants, and in the email to all tenants, that you was going to
Did we
provide
give you
them to them.
consent to send it to all tenants?
Do I need consent?
Do you?
Absolutely not.
Yes, you do.
And I absolutely do not.
Yes, you do.
Take me to court if you believe that to be true, but I can guarantee to you it's not. So do we say if we, the electric, if we just, because we may as well while we're here, we're finally face to face.
No, we'll deal with the brake issue first and foremost.
Breakage.
Yeah, the brake issue.
Okay, well let's deal with that then.
So the lease still runs on so many 4J and K. It still runs on workshops 1B and unit 1.
Yeah, we haven't given it, so we're here for 24, we haven't given notice on 21B, they're rented by different
Okay.
tenants. We're here for Prepper Shop UK and 24, which is the only break.
So you're representing Prepper
Initially.
Shop.
Yes, Prepper Shop UK.
So you're not
Limited.
representing Miles' family or your own?
No, I made that clear the whole time before. So so any 4 is the only document we've got with us. So any 4 is the lease that we've issued a break clause on, isn't it? That's the only one.
So when we tried to gain access today to inspect the property, why can't we get in?
I'd drop you off a key.
No, that was for 24.
Yeah, that's the one we're discussing, is 24.
Yeah, what about 1D? We need to take meter readings in the cupboard.
Okay.
We couldn't open the
Well, you
door.
said you was going to give us the key for that one today, didn't you?
Yeah, I said we was going to bring them, but also I was told that you would talk to us and you'd get it all resolved, and we haven't. So we're still at square one, aren't we?
So you're not...
Well, what I've offered you countless times, what we want is a deposit. That you've been in the unit now, you've got a key for it, you know it's in an absolute perfect
Well, like you said,
condition.
we're going to get a surveyor to have a look at it.
Okay, but you've been in there, you know it's in a perfect condition, you've both got eyes, you both know it, well, I would tell you that it's in a better condition than we received it in. You guys are fully aware of that.
We'd like the surveyor to look at...
You're more than welcome to get whoever, we won't be paying for that, but you guys do know the condition that unit is perfect. Is there any damages that you guys have seen when you've been in there?
We're waiting to find into the surveyor's report.
Okay, but you guys haven't been there, I'm just asking your personal opinion on the matter.
We've had a look in, yes.
And was you satisfied with it from what you could see?
Seems okay.
Okay, was there anything that you think needs to be repaired more?
I need the surveyor to...
Oh, I understand the surveyor is going to do the surveyor's job. I'm just saying, your personal opinion as a landlord, what did you think?
When he comes back with the report, we'll make our decision then.
Okay, well, before then we will have to chase, obviously, on matters we've been chasing since March, and lots of other tenants have.
Okay,
So we was told, obviously, in that recorded video to all tenants, and the email to all tenants, that today was going to be the day that we
Why
get
are you
the
still
service
recording
fee.
the conversation?
We told you we was.
No.
So I'm just asked, that service fee accounts, have we now got them? Because obviously you told me that for 6 years at least, is as far back as I asked, you haven't got them ready yet. Because your accountants are too busy that for 6 years they've not been able to do them. Is that still the case, that you
That's
just
still the
simply
case.
don't have any service fee accounts for anybody?
They are in the process of doing them.
Yeah, but I mean the ones from 6 years ago, they're still in the process of doing them, are they? As well as every year since. Is that where we're at?
No, we're at the... You asked for last year's, yeah?
Well, I've asked for every year that we've been a tenant of Prow Park.
Have you?
Yeah, repeatedly in emails and in personal conversations.
I don't remember seeing one of that.
No, I don't recall it either.
It was on the video, I can send you the YouTube link. It was also in the phone call that we
It was
had.
on the YouTube video,
Yeah,
Yeah.
an email.
yeah, on email, and also we discussed it, and we spoke Wednesday evening, we spoke for a few hours on the phone.
So,
We discussed it, and that's when I kept saying, well,
so
you haven't got the current ones
Who
up
gave
to
you
date.
consent to put on the YouTube video?
I didn't need consent for that, it's a public place.
Yes, you did.
There's no right to privacy in public place under UK law then.
It's not a public
So if
place.
we just focus on the issue
My
now,
office is not a public place.
it was a reception, which had an open sign, the door
It's not
open,
a
and we as a
public
service fee do pay the service fee for it. And the lease does say we have access to them areas.
It's not a public place, my office.
I wasn't in your office, we was in the reception, the open reception for Prow Park, which is a tenant we pay for, and this lease grants
Has
us
that
access
video
to.
been taken down?
What's that, sorry?
Has that video been taken down?
I'm not sure, has it been taken down?
Well, I've asked you to.
Yeah,
Is it? Yes or no?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure
I'm not
on your
sure.
own social media that you have?
I don't run the social media accounts with
Right,
staff.
well,
do
look, put it
that.
up then.
That would be one of our staff members.
Yeah? Which you're in charge of?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's still live, still active?
possibly, I'm not too sure.
Well,
You could have a look at the link if you want and check. But anyway, service fee, before we try and change the subject again, so you have confirmed that for the past 6 years, which are the ones that I have discussed, there has never been yet a completed service fee accounts. So can I ask, obviously you're aware of how do you calculate the service fee for tenants?
Well, the cost of it all is how it's calculated.
Yeah, divided by square foot, I think is what we spoke about. So obviously if you've never had a completed one from the previous year, you must have estimates for that year. So I understand you haven't had the time you're
The costings for
accounting.
every year.
So you have got the estimates for the beginning of
I've
the...
got the costings for every year.
So could we have a copy of them, because we've been asking for them since March?
Like I said to you, we will give it to you.
Okay, but if we just refer to this lease, shall we? It does state a date.
please also states that you pay your rent on time as well.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
It says you've got 14 days in the lease before it's a breach of the lease.
No,
You
it says-
extended it on the
says
12th.
you pay rent on the first.
You extend it on the
You
12th,
pay
we
rent
pay it
on
on
the
time.
first of every month. You never once hit the first of the month.
There's also lots of other things in the lease that states which you guys have never abided by, isn't there?
Yeah, there's lots of things you haven't abided by either.
What lots of things? Name me two.
Name me two.
Name me two.
Pay your rent on time on the 1st of every month, which you never did.
Okay, what's number two?
And that's withhold payment, which you have done.
Withhold payment of what?
Various invoices.
What invoices? The service fee, insurance?
Whatever.
They're the ones we're discussing now, that you've breached the lease by not providing the
Yeah,
evidence.
you breached the lease by not paying that.
Well, I can't pay it if you've not given it to us, can I? Same as every other tenant.
Yes, you can.
How can I pay something that you've not given me then?
It's due on demand.
If you're at Tesco, do you walk up to a cashier and she bills you for a sandwich if you've not put a sandwich on the till? If you don't bill someone and give them the bill, then they can't pay it. And unfortunately, we are yet, same as every tenant, to ever receive a service fee, the completed ones or the draft ones.
Sorry, Steve's here to see you.
Just 2 minutes.
So on here, so the estimated service charge, it says in one of the early bits, the 1st of May is the service charge.
You will get the service charge and the electric and the insurance at some point.
But Bailey, you have to appreciate at some point, we've been asking since March for you to fulfil the lease requirements, which has dates on those. We was then told to attend this meeting today. You both seemed quite surprised that we turned up for the meeting because you was both 14 minutes late. But you're completely unprepared with any of the paperwork that you said we'd get on this day. So you did say actually on the Wednesday, when we spoke last Wednesday, that same evening you was going to send me through proof of the electric cost, didn't you? We said we'll just put that one to bed, that would be a nice and easy one. Because obviously we're getting charged 40p a kilowatt hour from you guys, and I think we always have, at least for several years. The going market rate's about 27p kilowatt hour at the minute. So again, like I expressly said in the email, I'm in no way accusing you guys of overcharging or anything. I'm just saying it'd just be quite put it to bed for us tenants to just know that we're not. Because obviously, as you're aware, there is a legal requirement. Sorry, Glenn, I'm just chatting a minute.
No, you're
so there is a legal.
Who are you representing? Are you representing Lyons family or tenants?
Again, we did discuss that 5 minutes ago. Prepper Shop UK Limited. Just
Okay, so you're not representing anybody else?
No, I'm representing myself.
So that's clear. So you're
we established that about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, I'm re-establishing it now as well.
Okay, we can re-establish it every 4 minutes if it makes you more comfortable.
Yeah, it does actually.
Okay, that's fine. We can. Let me know in 5 minutes. We can re-establish it.
Carry on.
So again, so have you got just a proof that you can give me and everybody else that you are paying 40p a kilowatt hour and there's no profit being charged, which as you're aware is completely illegal?
Yes.
Thank you. Which is a shame that we've waited all this time, you know, the only time you would ever agree to talk to us. And you're obviously not prepared with any of the stuff that you raised.
To clarify matters, I sent you an email which I said I wanted to inspect the units at 9:30 and our meeting was scheduled for 10.
It's not that email.
It is in the email because I wrote it.
You asked us to be with you for the inspection, didn't you, at 9:30?
Yeah, and
we
you weren't there, you were here in the office.
Yeah, your meeting appointment.
Oh.
Oh, it was. I mean, I'm happy for us to go and inspect 24.
Can you confirm then why we can't get into 1D?
I wouldn't know, I don't rent that unit, Glenn.
You don't rent the unit?
No, I don't.
Are you not a director of Lyons Family Limited?
Again, just for the third time of clarification.
Are you a director of Lyons Family Limited?
I am. So I'm here on behalf of Prepper Shop UK addressing Swaney 4, the handback of Swaney 4 that's been discussed.
So you have no comment or anything to say on with regard to...
Again, as I've made clear, no, because we're here discussing Swaney 4, which is Prepper Shop UK Limited. Yeah. Again, I've made that very, very clear. So it doesn't have any, I don't think, the kilowatt unit that's on it.
So Mr. Miles is now looking at a bill from SSE, which Baylor has provided him with. Which
doesn't say what the kilowatt unit charge is. Have you got anything that does say what the kilowatt unit charge is? Where does it say
43 pence.
Where am I looking at that bit, sorry?
Well, if you work out all the costs and divide it by the units used...
Oh, no, so it's just, obviously there'll be standing charges and stuff normally, so have you just got anything that shows the price per kilowatt unit?
Well, it shows it's 43 pence. And I'm charging you 40.
Okay, but have you got anything that shows that RTG and it's unlimited to getting charged?
That's an invoice showing I'm paying 43 pence.
That doesn't show anywhere 43p kilowatt hour on it.
Well, it does.
Could you just point to me where it says that? That's a handwritten pencil, 43p,
so
on a typed up letter.
Use your phone to work it out.
So, Baylor, have you got anything from SSE that shows what the kilowatt unit is?
That's the invoice.
Okay, so there's an invoice, but it doesn't state on there what the kilowatt hour charge is, which is what you guys charge out. So I'm just asking if you got anything that shows the kilowatt. Again, like I've sent emails, I'm not accusing you that it's wrong, I'm just asking if you got it.
That's an invoice.
Okay.
Showing what we're paying.
Okay, but that shows, it's the total figure, doesn't it, for the whole of Prow Park, that shows. That isn't showing what the kilowatt unit is. So all I'm asking is, have you got anything from the contract which shows what the kilowatt hour is?
That's showing exactly what I'm paying.
Okay, again, you're missing the question. Yes, it shows what you pay in total for Prow Park. Does that show what the kilowatt hour is?
Does it not say on there?
No.
It does. Rate. Cost.
So what is the rate per kilowatt hour that it
Well, you
states
can
there?
make that.
So where's rate? So rate is 32, 25, 141, 75.
Add it all up, divided by the kilowatts.
Well, that's available. 141 is available capacity, so I'm not quite sure what it is. But day unit is 32.8p, and the night unit is 25.02p.
Okay.
That's not 43p. That's an average of 27p.
The total cost is how much?
No, so it's not the total cost.
Yes, it is.
No. So that's the issue. That's why we're being very clear on kilowatt hour. So, as you'll know, it's illegal to overcharge and make a profit off the sub-supply of electric.
No.
So you can't pass on more than the kilowatt unit. This here says day unit 32.85 and the night unit is 25.02.
So what's the total kilowatt per?
Well, that averages out, off the top of my head, that averages out about 28, 29p a kilowatt
No, it
hour.
doesn't, does it?
What's that?
It doesn't though, does it?
Well, it does. Well, what is the average of
So
32.8?
what's that?
So that's got your feed-in tariff, which is linked to your solar panels. This has also got
No,
available
it
capacity. So what we're talking about is a kilowatt hour for the electric units. That is what we are entitled to pay as tenants. That is what you can pass off to us.
I can charge you what I pay.
No, per kilowatt hour.
No.
Yes,
No.
that is the law, Baylor. And here it says that the day unit is 32.8530 and the night is 25.0280. I'm no math wizard, but that is around the 28 to 29 average.
Are you telling me that I should lose about £2,000 on that invoice?
Well, the feed-in tariff thing's linked to your solar panel supply, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Well, what is the feed-in tariff linked to then?
That's what we pay.
Yeah, so where it says feed-in tariff charge, what is that? Because feed-in tariff is normally linked to your solar panels.
Well, it's not.
What is it then?
Well, I don't know. That's
Okay, well,
that's
then do you know?
panels.
Director of Operations, do you know what that means?
Well, you obviously don't know what it means, do you?
No, I don't. I'm happy to say I don't know what it means. I believe, I'm fairly certain.
Well, you're talking about 63 quid, is what you're talking about.
Sorry, so if we just put that back then so we can see it, I'm not sure where you get the
63 pound.
Yeah, okay, so what's monthly charge?
What's all the charges?
That's your standing charge, I presume, isn't it? You normally have a standing charge in meters.
Well, they're charging 141.
Yeah, so it's about, that's £242 in standing charges. But obviously you can't pass that on to a tenant, you're aware of that, Baylor. There's no way you guys will slip through that. Then you've got another charge in monthly charge, 567, what does that mean? Because that's not a kilowatt hour, it hasn't even got a rate on it. So what you've got here is units. It says for this month, the day unit, 7,182.6 at a rate of 32.85p.
So what we're saying is you don't have
and
to
it
pay.
says a night unit, the units used is 1,227.4 at a rate of 25.02p. So I'm saying that between them day and night tariffs, that averages around 28 to 29p per kilowatt unit.
Okay.
All tenants are getting charged 40p a kilowatt unit, aren't they?
I'm paying 43.
But you're not paying 43.
Well, in total I am.
No, Baylor, your feed-in tariff, your standing charges can't be billed to a tenant. That's the law. It's black and white. Surely you guys did some research first. You can't charge your total cost of it all.
So I can't charge a standing charge then?
No, you can't. That's clear. As a commercial tenant, as a commercial landlord that's recharging electric, you cannot. The only thing you can charge is a kilowatt unit rate, and you cannot increase that at all. You can't build in a standing charge, so it has to be the exact rate. You guys know that. If not, there's a big refund for every tenant. Didn't you tell me you've been renting units 26 years?
Sorry, say again?
Did you tell me on the phone on Wednesday 26 years you said you've been renting units to commercial
No,
tenants?
it's longer than that.
Well, longer than that, it's a big refund.
Is it?
Well, if you've been a commercial land for more than 26 years and you haven't realised that you can't charge that, that's a worry.
Well, let's see what happens then.
So you are saying, can I get a copy of that?
Yeah.
Can I take a photo of it now? Is that all right with my phone?
If you want, yeah.
If that's all right, just say photocopying.
On the clarity is it's not sent out in a global email to everybody. What's your intention for it?
We'll just use that evidence that you're overcharging us, obviously.
By all means, it's for your own use and your own use only, nobody else.
Well, I feel if we're acting in legal capacity, we would be entitled to
By
do
all
so.
means, we'll be happy to disclose it. It's not a problem, but for the moment, it's for your use.
Okay, well, when could I have that disclosed then? Could we do it this afternoon?
What?
You said you're more than happy to disclose
I
it.
just
So when
said
could we
we're
do
not
that?
ready for it.
Okay, well, you've just said you would be more than happy to. When would that be?
In due course.
Ah, the old due course.
Yeah.
That doesn't look dodgy at all, does it? When would all tenants be able to get a copy of that?
Sorry, say again?
When would all tenants be able to get a copy of that?
I can give them a copy on request.
Okay. Well, could I have a copy that I can then disclose to others?
No, you're not representing anyone. You're just here for Prepper Shop
Well, I do.
UK Limited. Are you representing somebody else?
Okay.
For the fourth clarification, no, Ben.
No,
But I'm entitled to
why-
send to friends what I'd like.
They're not friends.
It says they're not friends.
Huh?
It says
Who
they're
are
not
your
friends.
friends?
I have plenty of friends at Prow Park, Ben. We've been here several years. We've been friends with a lot of tenants. So we haven't established any electric, so we are getting charged about a third extra. So could I as...
Well, I don't believe so.
Well,
we'll see that one in court.
this bill states it. So would you be able to clarify, you'd be refunding me the difference, or are you going to refuse?
I'm going to refuse.
Okay, thank you. The service charge. So obviously the service charge year is the 1st of May, is it not?
Correct.
As stated in the lease.
Yes.
And it does say that before, so 7.7 in the lease, before or as soon as practicable after the start of the service charge year, the landlord shall prepare and send the tenant an estimate of the service cost for that service charge year and the statement of the estimated service charge for that service charge year. It is open-ended, I'll give you that, before or as soon as practicable after. How long do you feel that is?
Well, we'll do it when we're ready.
Oh no, but we've already established in this call that you're at least 6 years behind on that minimum.
Okay.
So would you say that 6 years is as soon or practicably after? Because I would feel that we're probably talking weeks, you know, there's got to be sometimes someone to check it, email it, and then someone might have to check it, but I'd imagine a week, I mean maybe a month would be pushing it, but 6 years does seem awfully high. But what I would ask then, so if you haven't got, obviously the service fee element is you produce a draft before the 1st of May of what you believe your cost will be for that year ahead. That's then split, and as you said, it's split per square foot of leased units, which is fine. So how have you worked out what we're paying this year if you haven't got the draft accounts for this year? How have you
We're
worked that
still
figure out?
preparing it.
What's that, sorry?
We're still going through it.
Okay, so what I'm saying is while you're still going through it, how have you calculated what you've billed to tenants?
On the previous years.
Okay, so what was the last year that you had? Because we're at least 6 years behind now. And costs have spiralled after 6 years. I'm sure your costs have gone up.
Yeah.
But you don't know how much by, though, because you haven't done the service account. So what year are you basing the charges this year off?
We're just going around in circles.
Well, no, we're not, because we was before, and you guys were going to come prepared to this meeting to answer these questions. You invited us to this meeting, which we've attended, because you would refuse to meet or talk to us at any other occasion.
Okay.
So on this, so just if we can just really nail down the exacts on this, because obviously I have been asking since March, in a lot of times, really politely, in person, in text messages, and phone calls and emails. And, you know, you guys have hidden. I mean, in Glenn's case, literally hid in his office, locked the door, saying that you will discuss it on the 31st. So we are here to discuss it, and you were supposed to provide evidence for it or bring some points to discuss. So what you've charged people in, say, August 2023, there wasn't any draft accounts on 1st of May 2023. You're admitting you didn't have them done. So how have you based the costs that you were charging tenants this year if you haven't got any draft accounts?
On previous years.
What previous year would that be, would you say?
When this happened to me?
It'll be on that RTJ master tenant list that you accidentally sent to every single person, annoyingly. I think it does put the start date on there. I can have it if you want. I can find it while we're in meeting.
Well, that's when it was done.
Let me just grab it up. I'll be able to see when there. Lease from the 7th of the 7th, 2014, Screwfix moved in.
2014, that's when it was done.
Okay, so we're talking 9 years was the last service for the accounts. Is that what you're saying? So there's been no service fee accounts donated. So you're basing your charges for tenants this year off what your costs were 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to be accurate?
No, I'm losing money on it, I know I am.
Well, you don't know that because you haven't done the accounts with the greatest respect.
It's a bit presumptuous of you, legally to say that.
Why would that be presumptuous? Have you ever given any other tenants copies of service fee accounts when they've
Yes,
requested
yeah,
it?
yeah.
So what ones have you given them?
That's none of your business.
Well, no, it is, because if Baylor's now just saying that he has sent other people service fee accounts, but you're also saying you haven't had any service accounts in 2014. So how have you sent service fee accounts to other tenants if you're also telling me you haven't got any since 2014?
Just haven't updated it, that's all.
Haven't updated what, sorry?
The service charge.
Yeah, again, that doesn't answer the question. So you're saying that other tenants have had service fee accounts emailed from you between now and 2014, they have had them, but you're telling me you've never done service fee accounts since 2014. So was you lying to other tenants and sending them fraudulent accounts, or are you lying to me here?
It
is an awkward situation you guys are in, I know, it must be awkward at what you say.
Now about what you're implying here.
I'm implying that you have fraudulently charged tenants for service fees that aren't due. I've said that to you countless times. There's no ifs or buts as to what I'm accusing you of. Yeah. I'm absolutely accusing you guys of fraud.
Okay, well, like you did say to me, you want to take us to...
Okay, Baylor, again, this is a line that you say a lot. What I have said that we will have to take you to court for money if it's not given back. But we are here at this meeting that you two invited me to, which you turned up late for, you seem surprised that we attended, to answer these questions.
And yet again, to clarify for the record, I sent to you an email that would inspect the unit at 9:30 and the meeting would commence at 10:30.
Okay.
Alright?
So if
why do you keep repeating the same old twaddle?
Well, I know, I don't believe that's an email, but regardless, would you like to walk to 24 now? It's 10:15. Would you like us to wait 15 minutes to commence this discussion at 10:30? And you can go and discuss what you're going to talk to us on the cameras? The problem is that you two haven't been discussing your own lives or with the reception staff, so everybody's got a different story and it's kind of catching you out. So if we can just ask the pertinent question, you have just clarified that your last set of service fee accounts was the 7th of the 7th, 2014, yet you have just told me that you have given other tenants service fees in between that time. So what service fee accounts have you given other tenants if they didn't exist?
2014.
Okay, so you haven't ever given other past tenants accounts other than 2014's?
No.
That is a lie that Baylor is now.
Sorry?
That's a lie.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Why are you saying that?
So but I'm saying that you have, between 2014 and now, sent... This could all have been avoided, Glenn. This is ridiculous, isn't it? But lies catch people out. You at least got to pick a story and stick with it. So are you aware of any service fee accounts being sent off to other tenants, or? Oh, you're not talking? Go on. We're here, we're 2 meters away from each other.
Quite honestly, I'd be wanting a hell of a pay rise to be stuck in the middle of this.
So genuinely, so you called this meeting with us, are you not having a meeting anymore? Or are you just sitting in silence? Is that, do you want to wait till Baylor's back to talk? I'm happy if you do, but sitting in a meeting with someone you can call and literally sitting in silence seems a bit odd halfway through it. Could you generally just clarify, yeah, you wanted to wait till Baylor's back and we could just all sit in silence till then, or are you literally just not talking? In a meeting that you've requested, halfway through you just stop talking? I'll tell you, yes, I mean, for the camera it's literally a room, 5 metres or 4 metres, with Glenn 2 metres from us, and he's just stopped talking midway through the meeting. We'll just go to Baylor comes in, he's left the meeting midway through it. And then we can commence a discussion about service fee accounts. Did you have the insurance documents with you that you was going to bring to this meeting? Have you got them? I mean, you're literally not talking about anything now. Just talk about the weather, or? It's got to be embarrassing, Glenn. Come on, man. It's got to be embarrassed by this. We were just trying to chat to Glenn, obviously in your absence, but he didn't want to talk about anything. But just aware that we're out. We haven't actually spoke about anything since you've been out. Glenn refused to even say if he wanted to wait for you to come back or anything. So what we've just saying literally before you left then for that other phone call is that I do believe, because I'm in receipt of the email chains, you have sent previous tenants copies of service fee accounts, that you have claimed as service fee accounts that are dated later, closer to now than 2014. Are you denying you've ever sent a tenant service fee accounts since 2014?
I haven't, no.
Okay. Does anyone else use your personal email address, or is it just you?
Just me.
So if it came from the Baylor email address, it would be from the you that sent it?
It would have been.
Okay. Well, I am in receipt of service fee accounts that you have sent other tenants from your personal email address, and it has been signed off as Baylor as well, claiming to be service fee accounts.
Send me a copy of that then.
Well, you said you haven't done it, so
No, I haven't.
could you have forgotten about it? Could you have maybe sent it, but you've forgotten about it, and it might come back to you later on that you might have sent it to people, or?
I haven't sent any.
You've never sent it? Has anyone else ever hacked Prow Park system a few years back and got access to your emails and everyone's private details?
It has been hacked, yes.
When was it hacked, do we know?
I don't know. I'll have to get Carl to tell you that.
Not in the time that we've been a tenant, is it? Because
Yes.
we've never been notified. Oh, so there has been a hack on Prow Park system.
My email has been hacked, yes.
The one that would contain all of our personal information, that has been hacked, and we've not been notified of it as a tenant. Or someone who's
Why
details.
would Baylor have all your personal information on his email?
Because we communicate via Baylor on his email about leases and stuff. So obviously his email address, and he communicates with you and other staff via that.
Only recently, though.
What do you mean?
We've only been emailing recently.
We've emailed before in the past, and I'm pretty certain that you guys obviously email interlinked documents and stuff, don't you? So there has been an issue of breach of data several years back, but you've not told anyone that our data's been
breach
breached.
of data several years back.
So a hack of a work email account would constitute a breach of data, surely? Or did you check at the time there definitely wasn't any data at all from any person on it?
Well, the IT guy looked at it all, so it was all fine at the time.
So there's no emails at all on your email account that had anyone's personal details on?
Not what you're asking for now.
No, I'm just saying any personally. I'm just saying like this is separate from the service fee bit. Obviously, this is just something that's flagged up today that you've dropped yourself in there. Because obviously, if my personal data's been breached, same as if any other tenant's personal data's been breached. So you never had anyone's personal data on your email account, is what you're confirming?
I'm confirming that.
Okay. Well, I mean, while we're on it, service fees, do we just leave that to the side and just accept that the story that you're going down is that for 9 years you've not done service fee accounts, but you're charging tenants this year based on costs 9 years ago, and you're denying ever sending a tenant something else you've called the service fee accounts?
I haven't sent any service fee accounts.
Okay. Well, shall we put that to the side and just accept that you guys aren't going to give us anything? Would you admit then that obviously you are aware, aren't you? The lease does state that you can't charge a service fee unless it's a cost.
We'll have service fees ready for you in about 4 weeks' time.
Yeah, what, past 9 years worth, or?
If you want, 9 years worth, yeah.
Well, every tenant would, because this does state that you send them to every tenant. So you have breached every tenant's lease by not sending it.
Okay.
So will you be willing to give us a refund on the service charge that we've paid when you haven't?
To pay more?
If it came to more, then yes, we would.
All right, we will.
But that's the lease does state that. Obviously, everyone is, aren't they?
Yeah, that's fine.
So you do realise you can only charge to the service fee elements that actually are for the service fee,
Correct.
and not that run your other business, for instance.
Correct.
Okay. Because the service fee accounts that I'd seen that you've fraudulently sent other people, clearly, you are putting a lot of other costs through that quite
So who's
clearly.
provided you with this alleged?
Well, if you ask Baylor who we sent them to, now
No,
we're
I'm
down.
asking you.
Okay, and I'm asking you, if Baylor tells you who we sent them to.
Answer the question.
Okay, I'm answering the question.
Answer it then. Who provided you with the email allegedly from Baylor?
When Baylor tells us who we sent it to, I'll tell you which one it was.
All right, is that how it works?
Well, you're saying it doesn't
Smiling
exist.
away at me as if you know what I mean? It's
I am smiling because this is so embarrassing. To be in your shoes right now, I'd be so embarrassed, guys.
no.
So the insurance. So obviously we've got the insurance settlement sent through by Tina, which shows the cost of it.
All of it.
Okay, well you did tell me when I raised that to you, after Tina sent it,
That's in hand.
off the top of my head, about 2 months ago, was it, Tina sent that to me? But what does in hand mean, Baylor?
Well, you'll get it in due course.
Okay, well, okay, hello Mr. Glenn number 2. So Baylor Glenn number 2, we are supposed to get it as the 1st of March you billed us for it, aren't you? And I've been asking since the 1st of March.
You will get it.
When will I get it? Because you did personally tell me I'd get it about 2 months ago. When I sent you the document Tina had sent me, saying this is it, and it clearly outlines all of that. And you said there's more. You said I think about 85 grand you said it came to. And you said you'd send me the documents that day. You didn't. I've been asking you ever since, and you still haven't. Then when I spoke to you on Wednesday, you concocted a story that your insurance company was shut for a month. Then I explained that they wasn't. You said, no, your personal person they're shut. Then I explained to you that you must have a copy of your own insurance documents on your files. If not, it'll be in your emails and you just need to click download. Yeah, you then said that you haven't got a copy of it, and then you said you did.
Lincoln, you told me you were going to take me to court.
So no. On that phone call, I said about 20 times, and again, you kept saying the same thing, and I kept saying this, you can say it as much as you like, Baylor. I said that if you want to illegally charge us, then yes, we will take you to court to seek that money back if we are forced to. Okay. What we have been trying to do is spend 8 months negotiating with you guys so that you can just hand over them documents to avoid everyone going to court. And you keep telling me that you will provide them. Glenn kept telling us that we'll get these documents on the 31st of October.
I said, of course.
No, you expressly said on the 31st of October is on that recorded video which you've watched, and so have you, David.
I haven't watched it.
No, you probably should. It's a great watch.
Why should I? Because I've asked for you to take
it's great entertainment.
Take it down from social media, which I haven't done.
I would say it's great entertainment. It's well worth watching on a Saturday night. But you will, if it will just trigger your mind, so it will clearly show you on there saying that you will have them on the 31st of October. The time is now 10:25 on the 31st of October, and we're here at the meeting which you arranged. The only time you could meet with us to discuss these issues was today, you said. And lo and behold, we're here today, and you've got nothing again.
Nothing again.
Well, no, you've got nothing, have you? Have you got any of the documents for us, which we've been waiting for months?
No, within 4 weeks you'll have them.
That's not good enough, because you did tell me that 8 weeks ago.
That's what it's going to be, 4 weeks.
4 weeks you have to wait.
Yeah. What is it we're waiting for? Could you explain the reason for that?
And meanwhile, your lease will continue.
Well, that's a separate issue, but let's not...
it's not a separate issue.
Don't raise your voice, Glenn. We're not talking about that issue at the minute. I'm just talking to Baylor, your boss, about this issue. So what is the need for it to take 4 weeks to forward an email?
You want the service charge, yes?
At the minute we're talking about the insurance, aren't we?
I'm waiting for the insurance to send me all the details.
So you're telling me that you have paid insurance in 1st of March and you've never received documents for that insurance?
I have received some documents, not all.
You must have received a bill because you paid a bill.
I've paid all bills, yes.
So how did you pay the bill if you wasn't given the bill?
I was given the bill.
Then could we have... Oh, that's what we're asking for, is a copy of that bill. Could you show us the bill for the insurance? The bill will be itemised, won't it? It'll show you what's on there. Just like the traveller's document that you sent me, it itemises it all and it's got a final total on it. That's what we're asking to see. We've been asking that since the 1st of March. That's not difficult. You must have that. Because they would have sent you a quote, wouldn't they, with an invoice. You would have paid it. It would outline what the invoice is for. You don't pay invoices blind, do you, Baylor? You're not silly. So you know exactly what it's for, and you know the exact amount. Why are you withholding it from tenants that have been asking since March?
Well, you'll get that as well within 4 weeks.
Okay, but again, if I just repeat the same question we've asked 4 minutes ago, why would we be waiting another 4 weeks for you to send a document that you've already got on your computer?
4 weeks.
Why do we have to wait 4 weeks? Because I have been waiting. How many weeks has it been since 1st of March?
Well, I don't know why you keep bringing up the 1st of March.
That was when I first requested it. Well, it was the 28th of March, because you obviously backdated the invoices 28 days. We did raise it with you guys in email at the time to Tina. So you charged us, your insurance documents start on the 1st of March.
You sent me that email on the 28th of March.
I emailed Tina on the 28th of March. I then emailed saying that Dave was in the office, David. I emailed him, Dave, in the office, little Dave. I then emailed Dave about it, and he emailed back. I then emailed Gemma about it. So I emailed it to all everyone's email addresses, and I've taken excuse after excuse. So I raised it on the same day that you emailed us the thing. Because our concern was that obviously the units are all vastly different insurance prices. Which should really be quite the same, shouldn't they? Similar square foot should be similar costs. And they're not at all.
And how many square foot have you got?
And what? Well, the ground floor was 24, was around 2006, I think, is it?
You know, 4,000 square feet and so on.
A mezzanine floor doesn't double the cost to rebuild a building, which is what insurance is based on.
Is it not?
No, it doesn't. How much did it cost to build that building, would you say?
Cost does not equal value, does it?
It's rebuild as well.
Yeah, so obviously you've got a rebuild value, so what's your rebuild value on 24?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I thought
you
you'd
have
become
4,000
prepared
square
to
feet, you don't have 2,000 square feet.
the ground floor, the footprint of the building is 4,000 square, it's 2,000 square foot. Give or take
It's
slightly.
like what you said, it's 4,000 square feet.
The ground floor of 24 is 4,000 square foot, is that what you're trying to claim?
No, I'm saying...
If you go on
both
business rate
floors-
checker, type in, anyone can type in our postcode and it will show the exact dimensions of that building.
Yeah.
And it will show that the footprint, I think it's 2006, something like
That's the
2016.
ground floor.
What's the
Yeah.
ground floor? 2,000 square feet, give or
Yes,
take?
give or take a couple of foot, yeah.
And the upper floor is 2,000 square feet.
Yeah. So what we discussed is the cost of the...
4,000.
Okay, not ground floor, that's 2 floors then. You're trying to say ground floor. So what I'm saying is
No,
that there's a cost
Don't
of...
tell me what I'm trying to say.
Well, you are
Ground
saying
first
that.
floor equates to approximately 4,000.
Correct, and approximately 2,000 of that is a mezzanine floor, isn't it? Yes?
Well, obviously it's the first floor.
It's the
Okay.
first floor.
And that's a mezzanine floor, isn't it, isn't there?
No, what were you using it for?
But it's a mezzanine floor, isn't it?
What were
Graham?
you using it for?
It doesn't matter what we're using it for, is it?
It
Mezzanine?
does.
Well, we were storing products up there as a
You
warehouse.
were using it as office and display of retail goods.
It was a warehouse. So are you saying it was or wasn't a mezzanine floor? Because I believe this lease does have the words mezzanine in it. I'm pretty certain of it.
Point to me. in
And
the
I
lease-
believe on business
point to me
rates
in
as
the
well.
lease where it says mezzanine.
I can't at this minute, it's a
No,
30...
you can't, because you're blowing it out of your ass now at the moment.
That's a bit offensive for a professional meeting, isn't it, Glenn? I'd say that's your age.
I apologise if I've caused you
Well,
offence.
I sincerely accept your apology, Glenn.
Yeah.
The 35 pages, I can find it and I can highlight it and send it through to you this afternoon if you like.
It doesn't say
If
mezzanine.
we go onto business rates, check online and have a look at it, it's got mezzanine floor.
Are you paying for business rates down there?
Yes, I am. I've paid business rates since the day we've moved in, Glenn.
Have you told them there's an extra 2,000 square feet there?
Yes, it's on there.
No, it isn't.
They're aware of it.
Are they?
Of course they're aware of it. But so what we're talking about, the rebuild cost, the insurance value is based on the rebuild cost of the building, isn't
You're
it?
going around in circles again.
We are, because you're not answering the question, Glenn. So what would you say, what are we saying, 200 grand, should we estimate? Let's just pluck a figure there. Let's say it's 100 grand to rebuild the building. Is it another 100 grand to rebuild the mezzanine floor? It's not, is it? It's dramatically less per square foot to build a mezzanine floor than a building. Therefore, the cost to insure that building for the rebuild value doesn't double because it's got a mezzanine floor in it, does it? That might be about a tenth of the price to rebuild the entire unit.
A tenth of the price.
I would probably say, yeah. But tell me if I'm wrong. It's like I'm asking, you guys were supposed to come prepared for this meeting today with these details, because we've been requesting them since March. You called us to this meeting to provide these details. You said we had to wait till the 31st of October to do it. What's that, sorry?
I never said that.
Well, Glenn did. He's sitting next to you and you were CC'd into the emails. And he said that you would be attending the meeting at 9:30.
10:30.
And the email says 9:30.
No, you're lying again.
No, I'm not,
I
Glenn.
can show you the email.
Go get it.
No, they said.
Go get it.
So,
Your computer's about 8 foot away. Go get it.
no.
Why wouldn't you get it?
Why do you need to show you? I know what I said.
Well, I know what it says as well,
And I
Glenn.
was crystal clear about it.
I know what it says as well, Glenn.
Huh?
I know what it says as well. It clearly states
Well, you
9:30.
only choose to read what you want to read.
Well, it's 10:32 anyway.
You only choose who you want to focus on. Service charge and insurance.
No, I'm focused on electric.
I am not the
We
guy-
started on
I am not
Glenn.
the guy that wants to get out of
Glenn, we
these
started
things.
on electric. We
Huh?
started on electric.
Yeah.
We started on service fee. You've got no answer to any of it. We started on insurance. Now we're going to move on to the...
We also started on the other unit as well, handing that one back.
Yeah. Mine's family.
You mentioned that, and as we discussed that, we had about 2 months to have it. If you want us that, we haven't handed the break clause in. So I haven't raised that as a point of discussion.
Why don't you, do you want to move out of that one?
If you wanted us out, then I'm happy to agree a schedule of moving out.
Okay, so can we agree 13th of December?
No, not at this meeting, because we're here discussing these matters.
So why-
I think the more clearly
I
that's...
think this matter is...
You just talk over yourselves.
I think this matter is actually linked.
Why would it be linked?
What do you think?
I don't know why. Would it be
Why
linked?
haven't you topped up your rent on Miles' family?
You have to talk to the directors of my family for
I'm
that.
talking to him here, he's looking at
I'm one of
Look at
them.
him. Why is it full of rubbish?
I'm one of them.
Why is it full of rubbish?
Define rubbish.
All of the stuff that was in 24.
I believe they're goods stored by Miles Family Limited, but again, we're here to discuss
Well,
Freckle Shop UK
we
Limited.
We don't perceive that.
We have pictures when you left the door open.
Of what?
It's full of rubbish.
Full of rubbish.
Is it rubbish or is it material?
It's classified
Vandalism.
as fire hazard, high load risk.
Fire, what bit's a fire hazard?
It's a pile of rubbish in the middle of the warehouse floor.
It's not rubbish, they're materials.
Materials for what?
What, what's stock is
Material
it?
for wood. Wood's material, you can go house ladder, you can be desks, you can go skirting board walls, you can do all sorts of wood.
Do you want to move it all out?
Well, we will have to, yeah, obviously before our tenancy ended, we'd have to move everything out.
Earlier on in the conversation you said about we have to get skips to remove all of it out.
Yeah,
So
well,
what
yeah.
is it now?
Sorry Glenn, just clarify your question.
Early on in the conversation you said, and I quote, that you had to get skips to take it all out. And now you're telling me it's...
Not all of it, a lot of it we probably would skip rather than moving because it would be more cost effective to skip
Stock
it
or
than
whatever you
transport
want
it.
to call it.
Right.
But we're here for 24 and you guys are trying to dodge the... No, sorry.
You want your deposit back, yeah? Give us back the other unit in good condition.
No, we're not doing bribes, Baylor. After 8 months of requesting information from you,
Meetings
we
are-
won't... Well, we haven't yet discussed the stolen mail.
Is that yours, paperwork, or?
Yeah, that's my paperwork. So why is the meeting over half through when you've not answered the...
You're not listening.
You labelled the agenda of this meeting in your emails. So are you leaving as well, Glenn? You're not...
Yes, can you please leave the...
So are you not going to discuss the agenda that was scheduled for this meeting?
There was never an agenda.
There was an agenda, it was in bullet points in the email.
Just a circus where we go round in a circle.
Well, it's not. Well, while we're here then, could we discuss the stolen mail that is linked to you personally? Because it was in
Stolen
your...
what?
The stolen mail, we discussed it in your last video.
There is no stolen mail.
There is. Well, how do 2 of our mail out of 3 end up in your locked personal desk office?
Megan, you've been asked to leave.
Well, Glenn,
Harley, please
Glenn,
leave.
I have asked for my stolen mail to be returned. So, we're obviously in the boardroom, there's Glenn and Baylor just outside the door, you see them stand at the top. Try and discuss their way out there. They've got no answers. They invited us to the meeting and they've stormed off with addressing half of the agendas only, ignoring it all, and unfortunately realised their complete lies has been exposed to every tenant. Their reaction is to storm out, turn the light off, leave us in the boardroom and wander off. We're here, now asking for our stolen mail that they refused to communicate with when we approached them before, and said that we had to wait till the 31st of October to discuss it with them. So Baylor, on the stolen mail, if you want to leave the rest of the agenda of the meeting, that's fine.
No idea.
Well, I spoke to you on Wednesday about it and you said you would look into it, and I spoke to Glenn about it about 2 weeks ago and he said we had to wait till the 31st of October.
Right, no idea about that.
Well, should we discuss it now?
No, because I've got another meeting coming right now.
But the thing is, I have been waiting for my stolen mail, for my stolen goods for about 3 weeks
Well,
now.
maybe have a word with the post office.
The post
Well, it was
office.
Glenn.
What?
It was Glenn that stole
No,
it.
I explained this to you on Wednesday, there's no point playing dumb on there. There was 3 bits of mail delivered to Dabari addressed to us. Joff brought them up to the main office and put them with all of the mail on that side counter underneath the whiteboard. All of the mail was there till at the end of the day, other than 3 letters addressed to us had disappeared. When we made it clear to John that that has been stolen, he made it clear to us that it was put there, he had collected from Dabari and he had placed on the side of the rest of the mail, and suspiciously only our 3 letters had disappeared. We've got a photo of the exact 3 letters that were sent to us by other members of your staff at the time. Now, when I made it clear to John on Monday morning that I'll be attending the office and I'll be going through the drawers to retrieve my stolen mail, miraculously 5 minutes later, that mail was found in Glenn's private locked office on the centre of his desk. 2 out of the 3 letters were there. They were then taken out of his office and handed to us. So we've got 2 of them. There is a 3rd missing letter. We approached Glenn the same afternoon when he finally decided to turn up for work and stop hiding. We approached Glenn and asked if we could have his stolen mail, which Glenn had stolen. He denied ever knowing about it. Glenn also... Well, I do need to discuss my stolen property, which is currently in this building. Now, I approached Glenn about it that same afternoon on the recorded thing, and this was when he hid in his office. He said he has no idea about the mail at all. No idea. His face sort of dropped, as you'll be able to see on the footage, when we explained that we have 2 pieces of mail that were retrieved from his personal, private, locked office.
But
now,
you
how
seem
could
more
that happen?
concerned, how did Lincoln get the letters back?
All you
That
get
was
like,
your
like
concern.
now, who?
That was your concern. Who gave the
I think
letters
you
back
asked
to
about
Lincoln?
45 times. Who? I thought it was an owl chirping in the owl sanctuary or something. But so you know that that mail was found in your desk. How did it get there, lads? And where's the 3rd one?
I can't answer that.
I can't.
I wasn't even
Your
there.
staff can't. Well, the only person you was, Glenn.
I wasn't
Oh,
there.
no, you was. The day you went missing, you was there, Glenn. You wasn't there the day of the
You're
retrieve in
accusing
your
me now of
office.
taking mail, aren't you?
100%. I've accused you for 3 weeks of stealing my mail. 1,000%.
What mail are we talking about? Show
Have
me
you
the
got a photo on it?
Show me the photo.
We showed it to you
I'll show you it
on
again.
the film.
Show me again.
Glenn, Harley is getting the film up there with the 3 letters. We showed you this same image
I'm in
on that day when he was in his office. Saying, this is
Glenn,
how
you're
the
waiting
picture's
until I
gone.
show you the picture.
Yes.
When I'm ready to present you the picture, I'll show you the picture,
Who
Glenn.
sent you the picture?
Trying to get over my shoulder and look
Don't
at
worry
my
about who
phone.
sent us a picture, Glenn. Worry about where it is.
What post is it?
It's from HMRC, the missing letter, I believe. It's a
Addressed
brown
to-
envelope.
Addressed to who?
The photo shows the addresses on the north.
What's the address?
The photo will
What's
show
the
it.
address?
Glenn, I don't know if you're too stupid to understand. The photo will
What
show
is
you
the
it.
address of it?
This is a picture of the, I'll show you the picture again. This is a picture of the 3 letters.
Preppers Shop UK, the Barry building. How long have you been out of the Barry?
Glenn, how did these end up in your
What's that
personal
one?
locked
The
office?
Barry building. The Barry building.
Yes,
You've
and
been
they
out
were-
there for over a year.
And they were taken.
They definitely wasn't there over a year, Glenn.
Is that
Because we was
what you're
alerted
saying?
when they were
Glenn?
sat on that
Is
counter.
that what you're saying?
As what am I saying?
You're responsible for your own mail. We did not
Glenn,
accept
that
any
mail
responsibility.
was taken to your office downstairs, the main reception.
Is it my fault you didn't readdress your
Glenn,
mail?
no, Glenn, you're
You
standing.
moved out of the building over a year ago.
If I nick that sign from your office,
Yeah.
am I entitled to say, wow, you should have secured it down? That mail was transported by Joff from Dubai to your main reception,
nothing about
and
your
somebody, well, how did it end up in your personal private
And it
Why
wasn't
didn't you
It was
readdress your
mail.
mail?
Glenn, how did it end up there?
Is it a crime for you not to tell HMRC your current address?
Absolutely not.
Is it?
No, it's not. But Glenn, is it a crime to steal mail? Absolutely.
I need this room now.
Well, I suggest somebody finds my stolen mail before we leave, Baylor. You two have cowered. I've never known Glenn not to turn up to work before. But he's had 2 weeks working from home.
Yeah, because I have an injury on my arm.
Well, you managed to make it the other day.
What's that? Look,
Yeah, and
I
that
had
means
surgery on my arm.
and that means you can't sit in an office. You got lifts in from Jeddah most days until we started asking you for our stuff back, and then you
You've been
ran.
asked to leave now, please leave.
I would like my stolen mail. That's
I don't have your stolen. Nobody has your
You
stolen
invited
mail.
us to this meeting. We're here for this meeting.
No.
We're here for the meeting that you've arranged in writing for us to have, Glenn. I am after my stolen mail. I've waited 3 weeks for somebody to get my stolen mail to me. I've waited 3 weeks and nobody's handed it over. Hello, that's right.
Right, so the meeting's over.
It's not, because the meeting, apparently Glenn started at 10:30. The fraudulent service fee accounts, fraudulent insurance and the stolen property, we're going to leave that back.
Right, well, we'll go to court, that's fine.
Go on.
No, we will have the stolen goods back today, Baylor. I've allowed you 3 weeks to delay it.
Maybe you don't know about it, maybe you need to speak to
He
me.
does,
Maybe
because
know about
I went into great detail with Baylor on the phone on Wednesday, so you're trying to play dumb as if you know nothing about
I
it.
don't know anything.
Have you got dementia, Baylor? Because that would explain it, and I don't
Sorry
think
about
if
it,
you
guys.
have. But I discussed this on Wednesday. We spent about an hour and a half on the
Like
phone, and we
Mr.
discussed
Jones,
it now, and you said you would
I
look into
don't know
it.
anything about any letters.
So well, you do now, because we've informed you. I informed you via email. Did you read the email I'd sent you?
Yes.
And did it mention it in the email?
That you lost the letter, yes.
It didn't mention lost mail, it mentioned stolen mail in Glenn's office, didn't it? So now you have been lying because you just said you know nothing about it, and now you're saying you do know because you read the email all about it.
Well, you told me.
So you do know about it
Well,
before
you're accusing
today.
Glenn of pinching you.
So you do know about it, okay, so you spent the last half hour lying saying you know nothing about it.
You're telling me, that's it.
Well, have you asked Glenn?
Yes, I've asked Glenn.
Okay, have you looked into it?
Yes, I've looked into it.
Glenn?
Okay, then what was your resolution from that?
Glenn's gone.
Can't find it. Don't know where it's in the bedroom.
Well, where did it go missing from your
Well,
office?
maybe the post office took it back.
No, they didn't, because Joff took it from Dubai and placed it in reception.
With a pile of other
Yes.
letters.
Joff.
And
We
only
did,
Lincoln
we
was
did.
taken.
And Joff says he doesn't know where it's gone, but in the space of an hour it disappeared and it left
I'm
nothing
having another
Glenn's
meeting here
office.
now.
Well, I'm afraid that we're actually in the meeting that you asked me to do. We
I
went
didn't
through.
ask you.
You and Ben, Glenn CC'd you into the email and he said that you'll be
I
attending
I
it.
never asked you. Okay, let's go to that.
Sorry, lads, we had a meeting for weeks with them. They've been hiding everywhere from.
See you later, mate. this will run out soon.
That's fine. This is the action side. Baylor and Glenn combined of someone who's done nothing wrong. They're absolutely legitimate. I mean, obviously we clarified on this thing. He hasn't had service fee accounts for 12 years. Yeah, he's charged tenants every single year for it. They haven't got insurance documents. He needs another 4 weeks to try and fabricate some. The electric, we've clarified, top of my head, it wasn't it, 35 point something p a kilowatt unit for day rate and 28 kilowatt hour, no, 32 was a day rate and it was 25 the night rate. So it's an average of 28 to 29p a kilowatt hour. The law is super clear. If you are subcharging electric, you cannot profit from it. So just recap, because the other video just died halfway through it battery. So I've been raising the question for a while about electric. So as you can literally stick into Google, you can see everywhere. If someone is subcharging electric, they cannot profit off it. They can only charge the kilowatt hour rate they are charged. And it is the kilowatt hour rate. You'll notice that on none of our bills at RT Julian, some from Prow Park, it's a kilowatt unit charge of all they charge us. There's no standing fee. My understanding of law is they can't pass on the standing charge if they're subcharging it. So as confirmed in that letter, which we'll upload on the email that goes out with all of this, it's 32p a kilowatt hour they're paying for day rate and 25p for a night rate. So a blended rate of about 28 to 29p. Obviously, majority of electrical Prow Parks in the day, so we can probably lean it more towards the 32. It's not 40p a kilowatt unit, which is what he's charged every single tenant for years. And bear in mind at the minute, electric's kind of at its peak. It wasn't 2 years ago, and he's also charging us 40p a kilowatt unit. It's completely illegal. We've been waiting, well, since March, but obviously in the last video that went out, you would have seen Glenn reiterating the words 31st of October is the only time he would talk to us, and that's when he'd reveal all these documents we've been asking for 9 months. We've turned up, none of them were here for the meeting. I think they're both absolutely gobsmacked that we appeared for the meeting that they addressed us to be here. They've refused to look around the units, they've ran off, but they've admitted on the camera that they are in a perfect condition, they know they are. We've got the footage of when we moved out. He has dropped himself in it, he's saying that he hasn't done a service fee account since 2014, which is 9 years ago. So how he's working out what he's charging tenants as service fee when he hasn't had service fee accounts for 9 years is beyond us, and you've obviously just seen his explanation or lack of how he's actually working out what we're all getting charged. There's no insurance documents, there's none. We're still after our stolen mail from him, and as soon as we brought that up, they've all ran off and pretend they know nothing about it, and all wanting to hide it. But bear in mind, this is a meeting that they called us to, that they invited us to attend, that we've attended at their agreed date, at their agreed place, and their agreed time. So if that's not a guilty party, I really don't know what is. So I suppose we're just now going to have to hunt through and try and find our stolen mail at Prow Park. So Glenn's disappeared off, he's ran onto his office. Baylor has tried to hurry into another meeting that he's double booked with ours, apparently, and disappeared off. So we'll feel we're not doing anything wrong, we don't know where we are. They've left us up here, we don't know what anything is. We're unknown to what anything is up here, they've left us and ran away. Hi there, sorry, I went up the team, his team's in there. So Baylor's hiding this office in there. Obviously we are all as tenants paying these service fee for all of its buildings as well. They're not contributing anything on the service fee account for it.
So this bit down here is a public corridor, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a public corridor. Hi mate, right? You good?
There's a public corridor.
Never right out, which is lost. Alright. Yeah, he's got the toilet. As in not, do you know where he went?
Hello.
What on the phone?
Have you got a key so we can head off, please?
Your key.
Well, I should see if I open it or not, so I don't know where my thing is.
You want a key for
The one I let
which
Baylor-
which unit are we talking about?
24, I gave Baylor a key Thursday afternoon so he could borrow it to have a look around it.
Thursday afternoon.
See it online.
He's aware of it,
So-
he said to tell the guys to tell you to give it to us, even though Gemma's rang you and you said you're not authorising her to hand it over. So you know what the key is.
You have no key at all.
people.
No,
For the
that,
unit.
no, that's our key.
You only have one key?
Yes.
You've never got one copy?
No, that's our key for the unit.
John, can you give him the key, please?
Thank you very much.
Okay. Is that it?
Well, there was other things. Like
No.
when can we
Are
finish
you
the-
recording this conversation as well?
Yeah, it's on again.
Right, no.
Same as the whole
You do-
hour conversation we
You
just
do
had
not have
upstairs.
consent once again, so please
It's a,
leave.
it's a public open office. So Glenn, we're
I
waiting
mean,
for
really, we've
feedback.
never actually left the meeting, and we're still waiting for the key to come to us.
When can we finish the agenda of the meeting?
The meeting has finished. Present to you, Unit 4.
Fabulous. Did you make any? I don't need to drop it as that's just rude.
Slipped on my hand. You're that sensitive.
If I slip it
So-
through
someone's
your
quite
face, would that be
sensitive.
slipping out my hand? It's just being.
Alright, let me hand it to you again properly. How's that? Here. Do you want it?
I'll have
Do you
it.
want it?
I'll
Do you want to
accept
be
it.
alright? Are
Doesn't
you
bother
ready
me.
to react?
Do you want the key or
But
not?
waving it in my face for like
Do you want the key?
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Right, please
Like a
leave.
civilised human being for once.
Please. Leave the premises.
I'm fine. to
Did you
leave.
make any copies of this key,
Please.
by the way?
Leave
that-
the
if-
premises.
if that's-
Did you
is
make
that-
any copy
Why
rather
do they
than
make
the
copies of the key?
I'm just asking.
Huh?
Just asking you.
Is that the meeting
Have you
over,
got copies
Lincoln?
of
Just
the
so I
key?
know whether to leave or not.
Have you?
Ben, this is
Please leave.
again. Ben, can you just confirm? Did you make any copies of our key or not?
You have the key. Please leave.
Okay, did you make any copies of it, Glenn? You can go hide in the office again, Glenn.